EJ, Relationship Manager at SSAT. Today is National Conference 2017. It's a really great day already. There's a lot of people turned up and everyone at SSAT is really looking forward to today. There's some great workshops happening, a lot of buzz and excitement around.
A great start to the conference. I think one of the most impressive things was the students. We had the choir, Wright Robinson Choir in the foyer singing, and then when we were in the main auditorium we had the fabulous Tudor Grange Mat Choir. It was pupils in schools right away across the mat, and it was very, very uplifting. And then we went in very much to the head teachers, and they all had the same message. Young people are at the heart of everything we do. We must never forget that. And that was the message that I wanted to convey. And to see the hall full of people who are so committed to the principles that we share is a real pleasure for me. And you know, when Diana talked about courageous leadership, there's many courageous leaders in there.
Be courageous. Understand that you are fabulous. I really hold you in high esteem. Today you've been told that you are fabulous. Walk as though you are. It's been lovely talking to you.
This morning was a fantastic start to the conference. I mean, the students were spectacular. It was one of those spine-tingling moments when they broke into full voice. And I think that's one of the things that has been a theme through this morning's sessions of why we're here, and it's for those students. And I think when you have really difficult decisions to make as any school leadership team about the difference between policy and about what your heart's telling you should be doing for your school and for your community. It just gives you that confidence that everyone else is going through those difficult decisions, and to be brave and be courageous. And I think just getting a group of people into that room together, there was a really feeling of collegiate feeling of being together and making the right decisions for the right reasons.
I think for me, the key message out of this first morning of Illuminating Learning has been that we have to do things differently for the young people in our schools. We need to challenge those orthodoxies in the system, the things that we just always assume are going to happen, because actually they don't always improve learning to its highest impact.
So here I am at the SSAT National Conference in Manchester. It's been a great morning so far. Fantastic talk from Diana Assaji, really inspiring as she was talking about courageous leadership and being braver, and a fantastic quote from her which was, "Put down the torch, turn on the light to illuminate everywhere."
Students have been a really big presence this year. We've had a lot more students, we've had some fantastic student performances.
The conference today has been really positive. Listening to Graham talk about how our more vulnerable students can be supported with more of a pastoral approach, building their self-esteem and self-worth was incredibly positive, something which I'll take away and consider for use at school.
Illuminating Learning goes hand in hand with the work we do at Human Utopia every single day. We give young people a voice and a forum and a platform in which to share their opinions, their experiences and their lives.
It's our first time at the National Conference, and so far we've met loads of people from different educational backgrounds. We've learned a lot about current themes in education at the moment, and we've met some really inspiring speakers such as like Dame Alison.
We have to see education as investigative. It's not just a curriculum that we receive and impart, it's more about how we engage with issues of our time.
I think that means that global learning is something that's accepted as being academically.
So it's the end of the first day of the conference, and it's been a really great day. There's been a really positive buzz about the conference. I've seen loads of really great conversations going on between school colleagues, loads of collaboration and people picking up new ideas.
Another great conference. SSAT provide fabulous support for schools. I've found particularly helpful this time our relationship manager, who's put me in touch with another local school that will help us in our mission to improve attendance. The sessions that we've experienced have been superb. There really is an emphasis on illuminating learning, and the things that people are sharing with us very freely are incredibly helpful.
Hi everyone, my name is Joe Tracy and I work for the Chartered College of Teaching. This is our second time at this conference. We were here last year when we had no members and we were just about to launch. Yesterday, our first day here, we actually hit 10,000 members.
Really enjoying the conference. Yesterday, highlight was Professor Scraton for me, but today it's been really useful hearing from professors experts in their field about memory and about multitasking, which actually has been a real good topic of teaching in our school.
The conference has been brilliant. I think the theme of illuminating learning has helped me to really reflect also on not just the learning of our students but the professional learning of colleagues back at school. Certainly the headline sessions on stage from people outside of the teaching profession have really sparked my own enthusiasm to go back and explore some of the topics to do with memory and cognition. It's been really lovely to hear some refreshing speakers dispel some of the myths that are maybe quite abundant in education at the moment. I'm leaving definitely refreshed and inspired by the conference with some practical takeaways as well as some more sort of deep and thoughtful understanding of the topic of the conference.
Teaching has long been thought of as a black box, and that's because we don't always know much about it. And at Schools Week, one of the things we try to do is give people evidence so they can learn more, but also here at SSAT, illuminating learning is about opening up that darkness, shining a light and making sure people can learn more about education.
The last couple of days have been really useful for ourselves. Come down with a colleague of mine. Really good just to have some thinking time away from school and go back with lots of ideas to improve our school even more.
If we're going to develop youngsters, then really SSAT and the things they provide, it's all there for you, and I've gained an enormous amount from these 2 days, and it's a big thanks to SSAT and everyone involved.
I think the thing that I want SSAT to be is that voice for the profession that shows how much that we value their contribution. They work so hard, they really care for young people, and the more we can say that, we might just get the politicians to listen. The profession is great, schools are doing great things, let's celebrate.